Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you today a little bit of short video on this 1962 Chevy Bel Air wagon that my wife and I used to own. Uh, the car came from New Mexico, and of course you know I live here in East Tennessee. I found this car. Who found this? My wife found this car on eBay Motors one day while I was at work, and she called me at work on my break and told me she'd found a 62 Bel Air wagon. So to make a long story short, we wound up buying it. The guy that owned the car was a really nice guy. He was working on this car himself and going to fix it up. And his friend that he knows, his dad was selling a 57 Chevy car, and he told me that was his dream car. So he was going to sell this wagon and buy the 57 Chevy car. So I wound up buying the wagon, obviously, and had it shipped here from New Mexico to East Tennessee. At that time, the price of shipping from New Mexico to Tennessee cost, I believe it was $800. Now, the interesting story about this is the guy that brought the car to me, he had a car hauler trailer, hauled like 8 or 10 cars on it. And I told him where I lived, told him where I wanted it dropped off at, and I had my money in my hand waiting for him. So it took 2 or 3 days, and he told me he was getting close, and so I took off a day of work to meet him and pay him. Well, he got to Knoxville, Tennessee, and he said, "Your car is up here in Knoxville. Where do you want me to drop it off?" And I said, "I'm not in Knoxville." I said, "You're going to have to drive further south than that, like about 30, 40 more miles." And he said, "Well," I said, "I'm on my way to New York to haul these other cars." He said, "Where do you want your car dropped off?" I said, "You can drop it off anywhere in Knoxville you want to. Just let me know." I said, "But my money is here for you in my hand." I said, "I don't know how you're going to get your money, because," I said, "the deal was you bring me the car, I'll pay you the money." So kind of had a little hard time with him for some strange reason. So he wound up bringing me the car to exactly where I wanted it. And I was expecting, I didn't know what to expect when I seen him. But when I got face to face with him, he was just as nice as pie. So I paid him his money. I got the wagon. So, what a story. Anyway, here it is. Before we done much to it, obviously I had to get, once again, wheels and tires. There's no motor or transmission. It was a factory 327 car with a factory AC. Never got the AC working. But there it is with some chrome Corvette rallies. Imagine that. Here it is again. I'm at my buddy's house. We're fixing to put a motor out of a 73 Impala that I had. The motor and transmission is going into this car. Also, I had to get a new tailgate. This car was the most rust-free car, I guess, I've ever had. All except for the tailgate. I don't know if they'd kept the window down and the tailgate got rusted or what happened, but I think I found a tailgate, I want to say in Colorado, and had it shipped. All this stuff is expensive. Oh my goodness. Anyway, here it is before the motor and transmission's in. Got the motor and transmission in, and by the way, that color is seafoam green for 1962. I had some big meats on the back, and this is it fixing to be primered. You know what? Let me say this right off. If I had it to do over, I'd have probably just color matched it. But for some reason in those days, I was primer, primer, primer. Everything had to be primered. That's how I got my name. Primered is best. Mrs. PIB and I were always all about primering. Now we're kind of into patina painting, so it is what it is. So there it is at the paint shop. There it is. I'm trying to make this video shorter. There it is in primer. Of course, it got dust all over it. He took the hood off and painted it separate. I'll show you. Oh, the pictures are not in order. I apologize. But see how nice this body is. I mean, rust-free. Other than that tailgate, and I fixed that. But it turned out just awesome. Awesome. Try to speed this up a little bit. As I said, it's dusty. These pictures are pretty old. Got me some new emblems, 327 emblems, and got me some new hood spears that I don't have on yet. Had the wagon lowered. Sorry, that's the duplicate. Sorry. Try to speed through some of this. There's the hood. He took it off and done it separate. Okay, there it is after we got it done. Had the same grill in it as my 62 Impala. That piece of chrome, we put it on in a little bit. I just don't know why I took a picture without the chrome on it yet, but I just had to take a picture. That's before my hood's fender spares was on too. Man, that car, that was such a good car. I know I say it about all of mine. I fall in love with each and every car and truck that I have. Just absolutely fall in love. I just feel so sorry for something that no motor transmission or going to the junkyard or fixing to be dumped in a ditch. I'm just a sucker for it. Here's where my wife and I were at the park and we was taking pictures of our cars. Hers was the twin to mine, only in wagon style. There's her surfboard. She made it into a surf wagon. Pretty cool car. That car run really well. Oh, there's a better picture of the surfboard. We put stickers on the back glass right here on the side. That's the way they used to do back in the day. I want to point out to you this car was a 6-passenger, but we made it a 9-passenger. See those little steps on each side? Those are so hard to find. They're the factory step-ups for a 9-passenger wagon. So I got the third back seat, that faced toward the back. Back in the day when I was growing up, that was the thing to do. But those steps are so hard to find. I found them at a junkyard. I couldn't believe it. I just about fell over. But boy, I was tickled to death to get them. Trying to show this better for you. Turned out to be a pretty good little wagon. We didn't get a whole lot done on the inside. We just put a Mexican blanket on it. Had dual exhaust. Like I said, it's just like the Super Sport here. Had to start from scratch. New brake lines, new gas lines. Clean out the gas tank. Get a motor and transmission. Go through it. Wheels and tires. Over and over and over the same thing. But I got to tell you, that it turned out awesome. I hope you feel the same way. I'm sorry, there's another one in the paint booth, isn't it? I'm sorry, these pictures are not in order. I apologize. I thought I had them in order. Oh, there they are now. I was wanting to show you this picture. Twinsies. I'm awful lucky to have a wife that goes along with the crazy hobby that I have. Fixing up old cars and trucks. There's another painted picture, sorry. There's her wagon again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I showed you some of the same pictures twice. I thought I had them in order, but I guess I didn't. Anyway, you can see those big old meats. I'm calling meats, the big fat tires in the back. It really made it look good from behind. Both of these cars run out real good. Oh my goodness. I wish I had them back, but I don't. As I said before in my other videos, I was looking forward to retirement. I could not wait to get out of the place of employment I was at. And I was trying to make sure everything that I have was in good condition, house and, new roof, water heater, AC unit, there's a lot of things that you got to consider. And to be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous. Not more than a little bit. I was very nervous about retiring. I had worked all my life since I was 15. And, I was scared be my first time in my life I was without a job. So it's kind of scary stepping out on that limb and just jumping off. But I was just trying to make sure all my ducks is in a row. I've had so many people come up and tell me that, thought that maybe they had retired too early because they got a. I had this one guy that was talking to me right before I retired, and he said he was older than me, and I said, "What are you doing retired, and then coming back to work?" And he said, "Well, my wife wanted a new car," and I thought, "Oh my, if your wife wants a new car, and let her go to work. That's just my philosophy. All my stuff. I've never had a new car or truck in my life, so that's just me. I'm sorry. I went to rambling on. I apologize. Everybody's got their own mindset, and I did not walk in his shoes, so I need to hush. I apologize for that. Anyway, I was wanting to get out of where I worked. I couldn't stand it any longer, so I sold my toys. That's how desperate I was wanting to get out of there. So anyway, hope y'all's having a great day. I am blessed beyond measure, and I miss all these cars and trucks, but at least I have the opportunity to say that I did own them, and I put my little touch on all of them, I guess. Mrs. PIB and I did, so real happy about all that. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you enjoyed my wife's Wagon, 62 Bel Air Wagon. It is a good car. Y'all have a great day. God bless each and every one of y'all. Please subscribe to my channel, Primer is Best, and my second YouTube channel, Chevy Trucks. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you later.